Hello, my name is Johnny Coyne, and I'm doing a BA in Business, Enterprise and Community Development here in Letterfrack. It's run through Equal Ireland and Athlone IT, and my lecturer is Ivan McPhillips. And part of my course is to do a business plan, so I chose to do a business plan for a laundrette. It's called the Diamond Hill Laundrette. My own background is I'm married with 2 kids. I live locally and work locally, where I've had my own painting and decorating business for the last 20 years. I also work as a part-time GA coach in 20 national schools throughout North Connemara, and I love working with community and with people. So this business idea really came to fore, I suppose, when I stood back and looked at Letterfrack Village and its history, and all it's gone through, and and what it has going for it. I looked at Furniture College, which it's internationally recognised now everywhere. It's over 200 students there from all walks of life, from all parts of Ireland, and I chose to open a laundrette. I looked at the opportunities and all the business that was in the area, and I know there was no laundrette, and with the high amount of tourism that come to our area throughout the year, and the students and all the hotels and everywhere, I thought, why not open a laundrette and do my business plan on that. I acquired an old co-op building which was unused for the last number of years. It was 1,200 square feet, and I got it all kitted out and new facilities in it to open my laundrette and get all the machines in it that I required. I had to get it rewired and a lot of work done on it. But I'm very happy with the facilities now, and I know it's and I feel confident it's going to be a success. When I was looking at the advantages of opening a laundrette, our nearest competition is in Clifton, which is 8 miles away. This is a large geographical area, and from the 2016 census we had 2,176 people living in the parish, or parish alone. And again, with the increasing number of tourists coming to our area every year, mainly as a result of the Wild Atlantic Way, which was a superb initiative set up by the government a few years ago, and all that our area has to offer, from all the mountains, the scenery, all the rental accommodation we have, the hotels, the hostels, the restaurants, the B&Bs. I thought a laundrette could be the way to go, and every conference it is. I have various relationships in my plan which will help me gain competition over my rivals in Clifton. As I say, our nearest competitor is Clifton, which is 8 miles away, and for convenience and everything, I'm sure this is going to be a great benefit for the locality. As I said, there's over 200 students in the area. We have students, we have lecturers living locally, and with 5 hotels, 3 hostels, numerous long-term rental houses, holiday rentals, and bed and breakfast. We have the Coyne, a major tourist attraction in Ireland, and the Diamond Mountain, which is part of the Connemara National Park, and it's on the main road from Clifton to Westport. Thousands of people climb that mountain every year. A lot of them stay overnight, and we have numerous weddings that come around the area. They rent out the local hotels for the weekend from Dublin and from some in Galway and major cities. They stay the weekend, and there's always loads of people in the area. It's a very vibrant area. The village is very vibrant and thriving. And it's the laundrette is going to be a major asset in my view to the area. Of course, the disadvantage of a laundrette is it's very expensive to set up. It can be very seasonal also. So from April to October, which is the main tourist season, will be a lot more busy than the period from November to March. You know, there's a lot of maintenance in the machines, running costs in the machines, which is why some of the machines I purchased are treble aerated, which are low energy, and you know, they're all bought to a pretty high standard, and to help reduce the cost. You know, another disadvantage is you're tied to the business, you know, especially when you're trying to start out, where I'm the main employer myself. I have one part of the laundrette is a pick up and go system, where I pick up, if somebody wants to clothes or wash and collect from their home, I can do that. I do that from 8:30, 9:30 every morning for opening the shop, and I will drop them back to the person's base again that evening or whenever they're ready. So, you know, that's open 5.5 days a week, and you know, when you're running your own business and trying to get up and running, you know, that's your main priority, and that's where I am at the moment. So it's getting my 100% attention. Of course, the disadvantage is you have to establish a reputation. When you're starting one thing, you're starting a new business, you have to get a reputation and the quality of service you deliver. And I feel that I want to do that. I think I'm good at people, and you know, again, the quality of service, so everything has to be down to detail. Advertising is a big thing for my business and for most businesses. You know, I sponsored the local GA team, and I also gave them a deal where, you know, if I got 2 sets of kits, I would, football kits, and I would do the second one at a reduced rate. You know, and I have, as I sponsored the GA teams, you know, they go to play in different parts of Galway. So my name is on the jersey, and every bit of advertising helps, and that's definitely going to bring in some business to me, because all those GA players are families, and you know, once I give them a good service and raffle, I'm sure they're going to help give me some business. I also advertised in our local radio station, Coyne Community Radio, our local newspaper, the Coyne View, which is mainly based in all the North Connemara area, from Neenan down to my colour. So I'm advertising on that. I get flyers distributed by on post to all the households in the locality. Referrals. I've a little plan in place where if someone refers someone on to me, I give them a discount on their wash. So that seems to be proving very successful. Loads of signage all around the place, along the parish and the main roads, and I offer discounts for different items and the amount of washes a business or an individual sends my way. I've done a lot of research into it before I opened or started the business. You know, I spoke to a lot of local business people, community people, to see would the business be viable, and they seemed very confident that it would be. They gave me loads of help and tips and encouragement, and especially with the hoteliers and all the other business people. They said they would send any business my way. Along with the Furniture College, for 4 months of the year, from January to May down in Tullycross, we have a group of American students that come back from Coyne College in Michigan. They stay in the local attached colleges there, and their lecturers also there. So there's usually about 20 of those and hopefully I'll get some business from them as well. That's repeat business every year they come there. I spoke to, before setting up, I spoke to the proprietor of the laundry people, dry cleaners in Westport. The man's name was Mo Roach, and he gave me loads of help and assistance and tips. He's in the business now 15 years, and his business is thriving every year. You know, he helped me and advised me on the type of detergents and washing powder I should get, and machines. He was very helpful, and I can't thank him enough. I also spoke to him at Man's Dry Cleaners, Mackline in Dublin, and they gave me a lot of help and pricing, and again, you know, the tips and little advantages they help when you're starting a business. You know, I source a lot of information on the internet from buying machines and dryers and everything, and I got a lot of my cleaning products from Dormer Cleaning Products, which are in Castle Bellingham in County Louth. Give me a good discount. You know, buy a lot of products in bulk, and I must say I'm very happy with them. The business, staffing operations. Again, at the moment I'm the only full-time employee. I have one lady at the moment who works on a part-time basis from Monday to Friday, from 10 o'clock until 2. She has some experience in the business from having worked in a laundry before, so on the line of doing alterations to garments and all that. She's very skilled in that, and hopefully, you know, when the summer season comes in, I'll be able to take her on a full-time basis, and you know, the business gets a bit better. You know, my financial projections for the coming year, you know, going from all my price ranges of all the items, what I assume is going to be on the business I'm going to get on them. My income that I projected from April to October, which is the main tour season, will be 80,400, and from November to March will be 21,296, which is a total income of 101,696. It seems a lot, but then when I go to my costs from April to October, I assume they'll be around 32,520, and from November to March from 2,362, and of course they can vary. That total gives me 42,882. And when I subtract the 42,882 from the income, which is 101,696, I'm left with a balance of 58,014 euros. Out of those costs, I've only paid the staff, and I've also included another part-time staff in that. So my own wages aren't paid out of that 58,000, or the revenue costs. So they'll have to come out of 58,014 euros. Again, then that may not be 100% correct, but that's what I'm projecting, and I'm sure, as this is my first year in business, when I get my reputation up and running and the service is out there and people get to know about the business better, those figures will be greater, the income will be greater. I'd just like to conclude, going forward with my business, I'd like to think that have a little caption up in the corner of my slide where you're watering your idea, and helping it grow. I'm already looking at one or two other, definitely one village in Connemara, which I think maybe I could expand my business to. This village would have any impact on my present one. So I'm just going to research some more on that area and see what I think would the business be viable there. I'm also going to choose additional service in the business. I'm going to get a key cutting machine for some cookies, if they want cookies, a photo booth where someone can get the photo printed off. I'm going to get a coffee machine in And there's, because I also, in the business, I also have a Coyne operated machine, washer and dryer. So if someone wants to come in and do their washing themselves, they can have a cup of coffee and wait for it and read the paper if they want to, rather than do some other business in the village. I'm also going to open a repair business for repairing shoes in the business, repairing soles and heels and shoes. There's nothing like that in the area. The nearest compared to that is Galway. So between that, the photo book, the key cutting, hopefully we'll pick things up a small bit on the off season, which is in November to March. So I hope to employ additional staff. I'd like to employ that lady I have on a full-time basis, and hopefully get one or two other on a part-time basis for the time being to see how it's going. I can definitely see the business improving, and and hopefully in 3 years' time I might have another branch of it in another village of Connemara. I'd like to thank you for listening to my presentation. Again, my name is Johnny Coyne, and thank you very much.